Video 283, my professional advice is just to get the code here because this sucked and it was just a refactor. So down here, we have our notes for our changelog for all the things we refactored. So we did all of this for to do 5 and then we did all of this refactoring for to do 3. And it was fucking horrible and we don't have enough time to like meticulously explain all of these different refactor points. We basically wanted to rename something to make it clearer, and then that cascaded into other variable names to make those clearer, which cascaded into a few equations and lookup tables, and then we ended up making a whole bunch of monkey wrench macros to make sure that as we were refactoring we didn't get anything wrong, and then if we did get things wrong that we'd be alerted. We added this crazy bitch macros section so that in the C99 shader, the GLSL code, if anything goes wrong because we used the wrong variable name, we would be alerted and the shader would kind of tell us why, because we would have these like invalid tokens that, you know, that kind of hint as to what we did wrong. But just a lot of very, very painful, tedious, meticulous refactoring. I even refactored the goddamn comments because I do believe that if the code and comments do not agree, then your code is not correct. If your code has 0 comments, then your code can never be wrong because code always does exactly what you tell the computer to do. So all this refactoring, like, why would you want to put yourself through this? This was horrible. It took like 5 hours of just meticulously refactoring things to make sure I didn't break anything, right? All these changes, every single change could have done something horrible to my code base, and what do I get for it? Absolutely nothing. Well, actually I do. Well, there's no actual change, but it makes the code base a stronger foundation to build on top of, right? Because we have a stronger mental model of the variables that we're kind of juggling around. We want really strong variable names that convey a lot of information density, and that's kind of what I was doing here. Like TO4, that's the new touching value instead of TOU, TO4. The 4 is because it's a 4-bit value, right? So trying to be more specific with our variables when we can, name things in ways to avoid accidentally mixing things up. We're fucking out of time. I don't have time. We gotta go. Fuck this shit. Later. See you around.